Hey there, everyone. This is Colin Carasquillo, host of the Experimarketing Express podcast, the podcast where we bring you great tidbits of information in 5 minutes or less. So without further ado, let's get down to business. On our previous Experimarketing episodes, the full-length podcast, we've talked to a lot of forward thinkers and thought leaders in the automotive industry that oversee some tremendous social platforms that everyone knows about. So Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, so on and so forth. Even individuals, for example, Joe Chiricosa from Polk Automotive Solutions, who provide all of the data to those social platforms that dealers can then end up leveraging to generate new opportunities for business. But should dealers not set up their social profiles properly, they're actually doing themselves a disservice. And the disservice comes in the form of not taking advantage of social SEO. Now, you might be scratching your heads and saying, social SEO, what's that? Well, SEO, as we know, is search engine optimization, and that's how Google, right, sends their crawlers to crawl your dealership website and all of the other outlets that your dealership leverages to essentially brand itself and to generate more brand awareness, and helps you rank organically on Google search results. But social SEO, that's a unique animal, because what social SEO is making sure that all of your social channels are properly optimized and all the data that you have in terms of dealership web addresses, phone numbers, services and products that are offered, so on and so forth, are consistently set up across those social channels. So not only when someone does a search for your dealer does your dealership website pop up, but then your dealership social channels pop up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so on and so forth. What this does for a dealer is basically what every dealer wants, is it pushes their competition off the page. Now, it is true that you will not be able to combat some paid ads on Google search, right? Unless you're specifically partaking in search engine marketing in that case and bidding on your dealership name or brand specific keywords with geography, so on and so forth. But for the organic rankings, which we know a lot of traffic still clicks on organic rankings, you'd be able to essentially dominate a majority of the search results page. So with that and social SEO, representatives from Google have stated that a crawler, their crawlers, will essentially treat your social channels like any other page that's indexed on Google, right? So there are no specifics or true guidelines that they provide to you that say, hey, this is, you'll get more engagement or more ranking, if you will, or priority based upon your number of likes on your account or engagement on the account, so on and so forth. But by filling out all of the information correctly on your accounts, the About Us section, making constant posts and content regarding the products that you offer, right? The local market that you're in, linking to your website, linking to your other social channels, whether that's your YouTube channel, Instagram account, so on and so forth, from either Facebook or any one of these platforms where you're cross-promoting. That will absolutely help your social SEO. With that stated, I challenge you guys to make sure, if you have all these accounts, that you're not just utilizing them as set it and forget it, right? Yes, it's great for every dealership to have a Facebook account and an Instagram account and a Twitter account and a YouTube channel, and we understand, I, more so than anyone, understand that it's a lot of work to make sure that all those accounts are updated regularly, that the content you're putting out there is engaging, that it lines up with the messages that you're trying to tell at your dealership or the stories that you're trying to tell with your dealership. But at least before you focus on putting all of that content out there, make sure your channels are set up properly. So go do a nice little social audit, make sure everything lines up so you impact your social SEO in a positive manner and ultimately rank higher on Google organic search results. That's 5 minutes or less. I'm going to put a link to an awesome webinar down in the comments here that's coming up regarding social SEO and how to take advantage of it. All right? See you guys soon on the next episode of Experimarketing Express.